everyone, it's Dustin with TechMD. Today we are going to be fixing a Google Pixel 3a. It's going to be a little bit different process than the 3a XL. If you are trying to do this at home, make sure you watch the 3a XL on how to remove the screen with a heat gun. Today we're going to be using a hot plate. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching our videos, and please like and subscribe. And on to the detailed video. Thanks. It's Dustin with TechMD. A little quick commercial break. We got a product called Liquid Glass that can cover your phone against $400 in damages or even $150 against damages. And it's super cheap and it's good for a whole year with no deductible. I'm going to have a link in the description below describing the whole product and how the whole process works in a separate video. Thanks for watching. Now back to the video. Okay, so this Google Pixel 3a here is quite smashed. Now you want to get parts in the link below. If you purchase elsewhere like Amazon or eBay or random websites, you're not going to get a 1-year warranty. Also, you will not be supporting this channel, and possibly the quality could be bad. Let me explain why you want to send back what you might have and use us. Okay, so for this part, the likelihood of it going bad is very, very low, less than 1%. Okay, because this is original from Google. If you buy something online, you could be getting a refurbished Pixel 3a part, and you don't want to be doing that. So those refurbished ones can easily go out. The quality is going to be much better for something that you would purchase from us from my wholesale website, giving you the best potential deal. And like I said, also you'll be supporting us as well. So we're going to turn off the phone, and today I'm going to be using my heat plate since I'm at my house. You can use a heat gun. If you need to learn how to use it with a heat gun, please look at my Pixel 3a video, and I will put a little card up linking that description there for you. It'll teach you how to warm up the device. It's basically the exact same device, except for that it's a smaller screen. Okay, that and probably the, who knows, the stats might be a little bit different. I don't know about, you know, how powerful or whatnot it is. Okay, so we're going to be needing the screen today, a heat gun if you're doing it at home, or a hot plate if you're a professional. Put it at 100 degrees Celsius or high on the heat gun. Okay, so you're going to be putting that on the heat plate for about a minute, or heat gun for about 45 seconds to a full minute, and just do full circles. Okay, you're going to need a T5 screwdriver. Okay, and once again, these parts are in the description. Tweezers do help, an iseasmo tool, iFlex tool, and T7000 for glue. You can use adhesive, Tessa tape, but I found this is fast and simple and super easy to do. So we're going to just wait that minute for the device to warm up. Okay, now that the device is warmed up, I'm going to use some heat-resistant gloves. Helps from burning ourselves. So this is going to be hot to the touch. I'm just going to slice in between the plastic and the screen here, just with our iFlex tool. There's some other thin line tools that are available as well on the website, so check that out. If you have any trouble finding tools that you need, just let me know. If you do buy a cheaper screen, they might not come with the ear speaker mesh, so make sure you transfer that once you get the screen off. All I'm doing is just picking this glass off. can do it over a garbage can too. Here. Since it's full of glass shards, I'm just going to cut the cable. Just chuck it in. Okay, and then if you have a bunch of little glass shards, just do it over a garbage can. So as you can see here, I'm just scraping off the glass shards. Every little piece has to come off. If you try to put this screen on with glass shards on, it's going to definitely crack the new screen because it's paper thin. Also, it could scratch up your new screen if you're not careful. Alright. Now, a lot of times if your phone can't turn off because the screen's too broken, you can do two things: let it die and then start working on it, or two, just work on it. And when you put the new screen on, if you look at my Google Pixel 3a, it shows you how to reset it by holding the volume down and power button down, and it'll restart it, and the touch will start working or the screen will start working once you do that. If you don't do that, you might have issues. If the phone is over a year old, I'd recommend replacing the battery every 2 years. You should replace your battery on your phone. And this is a sealed phone, so it's very difficult to remove the screen without breaking it. So might as well refresh the battery. I won't have a video on that until someone needs that, probably at least a year or two later. But you can just get through these screws here and take it apart. For right now, we're not going to do a full-on video like that. So any extra glue, just, anything that's left over on this frame, you definitely want to remove it. Okay, now let's remove the tape that's covering the connector. Unscrew the T5 screws, and we're going to re-magnetize my screwdriver again because it loses magnetism with all these other drivers. So it's simple, just pull up and pop that out so it's not a problem. Now before putting down glue or anything like that, you can test the screen here. And I like to put the screen on first and then put down the glue. It's a little trickier to work with, but it actually works just fine. So the tweezers are to help you get alignment on your screen here. You don't want to press too hard either. I'm just feeling it out. And then sometimes you can just turn around, take a look at it, and say, okay,
That's the alignment I need. So this needs to be hanging over just a tad. It's a very frustrating cable. Ooh, I had it almost. It's kind of poorly designed the way they installed this. So sometimes you can actually bend the pins. So you just take your tweezers and bend them back here. But you don't want to use too much force. Just going to give this sometimes taking your phone and zooming in and see what the problem is will also help too. Okay. See if I can get this blasted cable on here. It's quite challenging. It's a little bit more difficult than the XL here, but maybe about the same difficulty. Does not want to stay, for sure. There's a reason why I designed it with screws going in there. Let's see if I connected it right by turning it on. Alright. I don't even know if this is charged or not. Okay. That was unusual. By the way, it comes with adhesive here if you want to use it. I don't want to use that. Looks like it's functioning. Really can't test much more than that. Okay, it's off. Now I'm going to put some tape down. This is definitely not a requirement. Just some tests over 3M. But I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. I would not normally do this, as I don't think it's fully required to do it. But just holding down this cable even further, whatever. So if you wanted to put this on, basically you would just pull this away, stick it on, and it's not even the right size. See? That's why I don't like them. It's stupid. So I'm going to take this T7000 glue. It's my absolute favorite glue now. I'm going to spread it around. Make sure you don't get anything in those holes. You don't want it too thick. You don't want it covering sensors or aiming into cameras or anything like that. That would be bad. So I'm just putting a little bit of pressure and just moving along. This is getting a nice bead here. Once again, those holes are there, so just skip past them. Don't put any glue in there. Okay, now that we got the adhesive laid down, go ahead and press down the screen, but let's remove this out of the way so we can see alignment. So what is happening here is we're trying to get the camera clip over the lens and then press down carefully. If you're not careful and it's not going over the camera lens properly for the alignment, then you could crack your screen. So don't put too much pressure until you know you got it over it. You can feel it actually snap in there. So what we're doing is holding down 4 corners and then holding down the middle and waiting about 30 seconds. Don't worry about your glue. You can close that up and peel off any excess later. Okay. We're just pressing down lightly to make sure it's sitting flush. Now, some of the reasons why it's not sitting flush would be if it's bent. Your phone is too bent, you can use some super glue. If you notice it coming up a little bit, just press down more for longer. But super glue would be an extra option, or even Gorilla Glue, E8000, any of those would work. You can also put it under some clamping pressure. Just recommend some tape over it, and that'll help. So there might be some excessive glue that comes out. That's not a problem. Just rub it off. All right, then you can turn it on. Now you can see the actual glue here, the residue. I left it here. And so it just hardens into this rubberized adhesive strip. Works really good. And so that's why I recommend the T7000 over regular tape, because it works just as good, if not better. It also helps seal the phone, I think, better than tape as well. All right. Just test one more time. And that's it. Okay, guys. Well, if you've liked the video, please like it and subscribe. More videos like this coming in the future. If you have any suggestions on what I can do better, let me know. I'm always trying to become better and do a better job over time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.